Thanks, everyone, and welcome back. Our next presenter is Jim Conroy, the tree whisperer, who has a PhD in plant pathology and is an author, speaker, teacher, and futurist. Jim's vision is to heal ecological damage and to upgrade human thinking, and his mission is to collaboratively heal bioenergy and physiology of stressed and declining trees, plants, crops, forests, and ecosystems from the inside out so that they regain their optimal inner functionality, interconnectivity, and climate resilience. Jim also provides empowering coaching for people to proactively partner with their trees and earth. Jim offers consulting and healing services for open-minded individuals, properties, and organizations, large tracts of land. His methodology relies on collaborative ecological healing from the tree, plant, crop, forest, or ecosystem point of view, cooperating synergistically with their sacred innate intelligence. Jim's presentation today has been pre-recorded because of time zone differences.
My name is Jim Conroy, and I am the tree whisperer. I heal sick and declining trees by repairing the internal functionality of trees. I first of all want to thank Paul Moss and the whole Plant Initiative team for inviting me to speak here today at this wonderful Advice for Trees for Humanity event. For this video, I'm visiting some of my favorite tree friends to ask them for their advice for humanity. I have worked with many of these trees for years. These trees are very tuned in to humanity. So all of this weather extremes are affecting us, yes. And humans need to know that, yeah. So is that what you wanted to tell people? Yeah. Our activity changes. We need to make a lot more food for ourselves because we're much more active than we have to be to withstand these different weather patterns and climate extremes. So we need more food to do that. But that all takes food. Food to drive circulation, food to grow, food. And what we want is that we want people to understand that. What I keep seeing, that I keep hearing now is partnership, the word partnership. We want partnership. Partnership with the humans, partnership with the trees, partnership with all the plants. Because trees and plants operate in community. And the weather patterns affect those communities. And then we're operating as single trees. And what we want to operate it as is as community, as one. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay. And what happens? Part systems functions malfunction? No, they stop. Systems stop. Ooh, okay. Circulation stop? No. Food stop? No. Food breakdown. Enzyme reactions don't work right. Okay. So enzyme reactions don't work right. So then they don't break down the food right. Then they don't have enough energy to drive the got it. And then that doesn't drive good circulation. Is that what you're saying? Yep. If I'm not driving circulation, then I can't get food out to my leaves to grow new leaves. Got it. And then if I'm not growing new leaves, I'm not making enough food for myself. And then I become a weak tree. And then we get caught in a spiral of weak tree, not enough food, weak tree, not enough food. Okay. So we need to do is work around that a little bit, don't we? Yeah. Okay. So how do we work around that? We break down break down the food, drive more focused circulation, make sure that energy gets focused towards driving that circulation, right? And get that up to get that food to the growing points so that they do grow. And then if they are growing, then that's making more food to help more growth and more circulation and more growth. Right. Can you do that yourself? No. You need a little help. Yeah. Okay. And that's where the humans come in. Yes, humans can help us. Because they can help us sort out. They can help us sort out what's not working and what is working, and help us get those things back connected again. Just by being our partner. But you know, people don't have much of a science background, so how can they help you if people don't have a science background? Because I do. I can ask you yes/no questions and I can help you. But how can other people? Oh, they can help us. They can help. Again, we have senses that you can't even begin to imagine. So if you be in partnership with us and know some basics about growing and about circulation, food production, if they know some basics, they can help us. It's the partnership that helps. It's the partnership. Because in the partnership takes away the interference. It's the interference that hurts us. The partnership helps us. So when you're in partnership, you can't be in interference. So that's what the key is here. Got it. So you may not have much knowledge to help us, but if you're at least in partnership with us, that takes away you being interfering with us. And it's the partnership that'll help us maintain our growth and help us to stay healthy. Because we're intelligent, and it's like intelligence to intelligence, and we can all connect. As one. Even with the basic amount of information, help us pull that basic information and the understanding that we're affected by these climate extremes with anything else. Tell the people we sense them beyond belief, beyond anything they can believe. We know they're there. We don't have eyes, ears, nose, and mouth, but we know they're there. What they're trying to show me is it's like a tree is an energy being and a human is an energy being. Yes, we have different forms, but we're both energy beings. And in that energy being, we can be together in those energy beings, in the light. Actually, in the light, you can be those energy beings in the light. And that's what they're asking for. And in that light, be that energy beings together. And then have that transfer to in the physical, the non-interference and the partnership and understanding that we're all energy beings and the light all one. The tree, it's showing me things. For example, I said it's like we're energy beings in the light. That's what I saw. I saw a picture of that. I saw community. I see these things. Okay? And that's what the tree is telling me it wants me to say. The one I can remember very clearly was the energy beings in the light. Because at first it was the tree, and then it was me and the tree. It's like in any of the Star Trek stuff or anything like that, where they beam you up. You know how they beam you up, ring, and you turn into energy, and they beam you up, and all of a sudden you show up back in a being again. Well, that's what it feels like. It feels like you're being beamed up. You're being beamed up, and then you come back, and the tree's here, and I'm here. That's what it feels like. The tree was moving the whole time, so it was telling me you're kind of doing this the whole time. Just doing this the whole time, because that's what it's telling me. It's telling me. It's letting me know it's there. Remember it said we have senses that you can't imagine. I heal sick and declining trees by healing the internal functionality of trees, so that they're back, to get that internal functionality back operating again inside of the tree. And then the tree can be healthy and start to operate and live again, a little like a doctor with a patient. So I'm asking the tree questions. What's not operating right? What's not functioning right inside of the tree? A tree might not be making enough food to support itself. And you'd say, oh, well, there's a problem in the leaves. They're not making enough food. No, the problem could be in the roots, that the roots aren't uptaking enough water and nutrients. Therefore, the tree isn't able to get enough water and nutrients up to the leaves to make the food it needs to make. So that relationship within the trees needs to be correct and healthy. In a tree's world, one trunk is not a tree. It's multiple trunks. Relationships, all right? They're all working together as one, all supporting each other. Relationships, right? Therefore, so relationships now are important within the tree, but also between the trees. The tree's message to humans is how important those relationships are between the trees, but also to tell people how important the relationship is between people and the trees and plants. All this is all relationships within the tree, within our bodies, between the trees and between us, in order for everybody to be healthy and strong and reach their optimum potential. Trees and plants say it makes no difference where we live. Whether we live in water or on land, makes no difference. We are all one. We all support each other with food and fluid. We are all part of the plant kingdom. Our message to humanity is, you are all one. No matter where you live or how you live, each of us needs to support all, so that all can support each of us. This giant redwood has a message for humanity. I live on the East Coast of the United States. However, I have a consciousness connection with all of the redwoods on the West Coast of the United States. We are all one. We share information. We share experiences. We do that all through this consciousness connection. And therefore, we can each support each other, and each supports all, and all supports each. I heal sick and declining trees by repairing the internal functionality of the trees. I'm working with this beautiful oak tree, and the tree says, this is my lesson for humanity. When we are sick, please don't cut us down. Our internal functionality can be repaired, and then we can go on and thrive and reach our goals once again. What we need is for people to have some compassion with us and understand that just like people's internal parts break once in a while, that's what happens with us. And all that needs to happen is that our internal functionality needs to be repaired again, and then we can go on and grow. We have goals just like you do. We want to grow. We want to be healthy. This tree is a giant sequoia. All trees live in community. I live in community with all of the surrounding trees. But I also have a conscious connection to the community of giant sequoias in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California, and we communicate with each other. But here's the important thing, and the real message for humanity. We are like antenna. We are very tall trees, and we are like antenna to the universe. And we connect the whole plant kingdom to the universal energy. And then the universal energy connects with the whole plant kingdom. Then, in that manner, all the plant kingdom can live in light energy and life energy and universal rhythm. This beautiful ash tree, I've worked with this tree for many years because it's had to survive the emerald ash borer attack. And the message for humanity is the distinction between calm and peace. Very often, we associate calm as peace. And calm is just really the absence of noise or the absence of like commotion. But real peace is the quiet inside. That's the real peace. And us trees, we live in peace. And our message to humanity is, when you walk in the woods, you feel both calm, which is the absence of noise, and our peace. And we're at a park in New Jersey with this beautiful beech tree. And this beech tree is saying how mishandled it was when they put in this park. And this beech tree's message for humanity is, whenever you are building something or anything like a park, include us in the plans, because we can help you build the park better than anything you as a human can imagine. I'm here with this beautiful red oak. I have worked with this tree and done healing treatments with this tree for many years. This tree tells me, along with his partner, a maple, tells me that they spread my treatments to all of the trees in the surrounding areas and out as far out as it can go.
Recording in progress.
So what they're doing is sharing the treatment. This tree's message to humanity is the distinction between giving and sharing. Giving is when somebody gives something to somebody and then they no longer have it. Us trees, that isn't what we do. We share among ourselves. We share food energy, fluid energy, treatments, whatever, among ourselves, so that the whole community thrives and everybody has it. And that to us is sharing versus giving. We don't just give, we share. And that's how we live, and we live in community and we share among ourselves. In the trees world, one trunk is not a tree. So all of that sharing takes place in that community. Website is thetreewhisperer.com, and my YouTube channel is thetreewhisperer_Jim Conroy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jim. We really appreciated your presentation and sharing your perspectives and your experience with communicating with plants. So thank you very much for taking the time to provide that wonderful video.